Hi kiddos, Nash and I are here with you today, outside obviously, it's a beautiful day, with a book called Kai to the Rescue. So Kai is our little fire truck here, and today is National Superhero Day. So a lot of times we think about superheroes like Batman and Spider-Man and Superman and Wonder Woman, but I want you to think of some superheroes as we're reading this, about maybe firefighters, policemen, paramedics, doctors, nurses, all kinds of people can be heroes. You can be a hero. Okay? So for Superhero Day, we have Kai to the Rescue. The author is Audrey Penn and the illustrator is Mike Yamada. Once upon a time, there were 3 red fire trucks who lived at Firehouse 10. Chuck, the large hook and ladder, was captain of the firehouse. He was very proud of his long ladder, which could reach the top height of the highest flames. Emily, the equipment truck, carried firefighting tools like axes and air tanks so everyone could breathe clean air. And Rudy, the big chemical pumper truck, carried foam to fill all the hoses. Every night the lights went out and the 3 fire trucks stood side by side, cleaned and polished and ready for the next day's action. So there's our firehouse. And there are the 3 trucks. One day, Captain Chuck received word that a brand new pumper named Kai was coming to work at Firehouse 10. "Oh, no, no, no," wailed the captain. "That just will not do. I'm very happy with my crew. But later that night, when the trucks were almost asleep, the bay doors opened and Kai rolled in to the darkened garage. Captain Chuck reached across the room with his longest fire hose and flipped on the light switch with the nozzle. There in the middle of the engine room stood a very little, very nervous, very shy pumper truck, gleaming in green and white. All 3 firehouse trucks turned on their headlights and stared down at poor little Kai. Suddenly, the large hook and ladder trucks blurted, "Good gracious, Kai, you're so young and small. I really don't think you can help us at all. And look at that paint job. Fire trucks are red. You just won't do, like I said. You think that made Kai feel very good? The little pumper truck tried not to cry. "I'm a very good firefighter," he told the captain, "and you'll see why." "Well, I think green and white is a lovely color," said Emily. "Me too," boomed Rudy. The voice of the large pumper truck echoed in a deep, vibrating tone, and Kai jumped. "Thank you," his little bell jingled. That night, while the 3 big fire trucks slept, the little nervous pumper peeked around the engine room in the spill of the soft yellow nightlight. There on the table across the room stood a basket full of red crowns used by visiting children. "I have an idea," thought Kai, and he quietly unwound the longest fire hose and inched across the firehouse floor. When it reached the table, he lifted the basket of crowns with the nozzle and carried it back to his green and white truck. Do you like to color with red crayons? Kai worked all night coloring his green sides and top until he had worn down every red crown in the basket. He looked at his reflection in the window and happily thought, This will please Captain Chuck because now I look just like the others. Does that matter if he looks just like the others? No. Early the next morning, the fire alarm clanged at Firehouse 10. All 4 trucks roared to life and the bay doors opened. Wow, good coloring, tooted the equipment truck as Kai drove into the street. Very stylish, broomed the great big pumper. Kai, yelled the captain. I can't believe my eyes. You've turned yourself red. What a surprise. But underneath that crown, you're still white and green. I don't think you're right for our team. The large hook and ladder turned on his siren and drove ahead of the little pumper. A few minutes later, the 4 trucks arrived at the forest fire. Captain Chuck quickly raised his ladder while directing the other large trucks where to go and what to do. Listen up, hailed the captain. Stay safe. Watch your truck. Let's put out this fire. Good luck, luck. Emily quickly cleaned a path through the woods for Rudy. The big pumper truck filled the hoses with foam. How about me? Kai called the captain. I want to help. Captain Chuck stared down at the little pumper. Move away from the heat. Keep clear of the flame. Fire is dangerous. It's not a game. All right, sighed Kai. He was very disappointed, but he did as he was told. Kai rolled to the curb and parked. From a distance, he watched and learned as the large hook and ladder and the equipment truck and the great big pumper truck did their particular jobs, but together tamed the flames as a well-trained squad. So a squad's another word for a team. Are you looking at the illustration? Suddenly, Kai noticed a small fire burning deep in the underbrush, out of sight of the large trucks. He quickly rang his bell and called for Captain Chuck. The hook and ladder was very concerned. Our trucks won't fit in the underbrush, but we have a little pumper who's new to the crew. Kai, you are the truck who is right for the crew. Yes, cheered Kai. He quickly turned over his engine, then bravely crushed through sparkling timbers and low-hanging branches until he reached the flaming underbrush. Kai pumped water through his fire hose with all of his might. Sweat poured down his sides as heat from the fire melted away the red crown. Kai was soon firefighting as a green and white truck that he truly was, and suddenly he felt very proud. Captain Chuck was pleased and relieved as he watched Kai put out the fire. The captain tooted his horn happily when the little pumper came rolling out of the woods. Good work, Emily rang. Very impressive, Rudy boomed. Trucks from every fire station lined up to congratulate the new little pumper for doing such a fine job. It seems to me, said Captain Chuck, I was wrong about green and white. You're a very good firefighter, Kai. I have to admit you were right. Red trucks don't work any harder than you. As you see, you fit in just fine. When the fire is out, we all look the same, the color of dirt, ash, and grime. And so it was that night, the new team of 4, the fire trucks, returned to Firehouse 10. Tired and ready to sleep, Chuck and Emily and Kai stood side by side, cleaned and polished and ready for action. Suddenly, Chuck began to sing. Kai is a pumper truck, green and white. Kai fights fire with all his might. Kai is not red, but he does his part. His little pumper truck with his great big heart. Hooray for Kai, just watch him gleam. We're lucky to have you on our team. And that is the end of our book for today. So I would like you to go think about all of the special superheroes out there. You can think about the ones like Batman and Superman, but also think about all of the other superheroes in your life and maybe draw a picture of them or write a thank you note to one of them.